Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Kaya from Jimmy's Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First and foremost is I want to give us all praise, glory, and honor. It's to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostle and elders that have taught us the truth and rule well. Also want to say shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say shalom to the speckled bird out there, even though you may look like the heathen, but are not the heathen. Also want to say shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim out there that are listening. The brothers had put up in the chat what's going on. I believe that was Gaza. What's going on, the concentration camps. What's about to come. When we go into Jeremiah 30 and 7, Jacob's trouble. Now, wherever city or place you may live, if you've been paying attention, a lot of stores, Walmarts, Costco's, Sam's Clubs, malls, different areas in town, you've noticed different places that the buildings are shut down. Or the stores are no longer open. We've noticed here, a couple of years back, maybe in 2022, 23, you start noticing that a lot of these buildings are just there. Also too, when you look into, it was a picture and it said, for Walmart, return to your FEMA camps. These are the things that are about to come. So right now, what's going on, I believe that was Gaza, what they're doing to them people over there. They're building the concentration camps to the point where they have the military and different military men going over there to basically, put people in concentration camps to say. That's going to happen here in Babylon, aka America. See, this is another thing when it comes into Jacob's trouble. And understanding, too, that some of us will be thrown in concentration camps. We're not exempt. Are we thrown in there? Are we those hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Ashar? Are we thrown in the concentration camps for wickedness and for evil? No. Most of us will be thrown in the concentration camps because of the things that we're reading out the Bible, the scriptures, giving 100% truth. And Esau Edom doesn't like it. He'll paint a pictures of us as being evil or wicked. The prophets of doom. But that's what's coming. Doesn't matter if they lock us up and throw away the key or put us in concentration camps or behead us. Or whatever they may do. The scriptures talk about these things would happen. Also, scriptures talk about the elect would be tried. So the first scripture I'm going to go into, right, is Zechariah 13 and 9. And this is nothing you should not be scared about. These things are going to happen. And this doesn't mean that's going to happen to every single brother. It just depends on that brother's lot. Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Do you understand that? That we're going to be tried. See, right now, everything is easy. It's easy to say this or say that. Yahweh Bashim Ashar says, well, since you are one of my prophets, I'm going to put you to the flame. I'm going to put you to the test. Are you? You haven't suffered. You ain't suffered to blood yet. Are you going to be faithful even when the blade's in your face? Are you going to be faithful when the bat's in your face? Are you going to be faithful when you are being persecuted? Or tortured? It's like tortured? Now let's stop right there and think about this for a moment. What did Yahweh Shai go through, who people ignorantly call Jesus? What did he go through? He was beaten. All kind of stuff happened to him. Matter of fact, there's a scripture. Bear with me just a second. So it was a scripture I was looking for, so that to prove what I'm saying. 1 Peter 4 and 1 is where I want to go. Right, but let me go ahead and finish Zechariah 13:9, and we're gonna start from the top again, right? And I will bring the third part through the fire. Matter of fact, we'll start at verse 8. So you're gonna see the difference. You will have a 2/3 of our people. What's gonna happen? They're gonna be thrown in concentration camp. They're gonna be killed. It's gonna be a lot of things happening to them. But they are suffering for wickedness. They're not suffering for righteousness, right? So Zechariah 13:9, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them. You're gonna be tried. Try them as gold is tried. Now, when we go back to gold, right? When you see gold, what happened? Gold has to be what? Heated up to get the impurities out of it. It's heated up to a real hot temperature. It's tested, right, to its breaking point. I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. When you refine silver, what do? They heat it up and they take off the dross. If you ever go on YouTube and you look up, how they do silver, or if you look up how they do aluminum and how they clean it, right? They get it real hot, and it's like all this trash that floats to the top, and they scrape it off, and they heat it up some more, and they scrape it, and it looks like pure chrome. And when it's completely clean, same with silver, it'll look completely clean. The dross is poured out of it, right? And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. Stop. They shall call on my name. For all those that say we're not going to know his name until we're in the kingdom, which is stupid. Who you going to call on then when all hell break loose, if you only going to get his name in the kingdom, or you don't know, or we don't know his name? Well, we know his name. I know his name. And we tell you every time we do the video, the Father's name is Yahweh, the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, who people ignorantly call Jesus. Right? And I will, what did he say? As gold is tried, they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. Who is he going to hear? See, Yahweh Shai is not going to hear everybody. You're going to hear screaming and all of that. But who's he going to hear when they call? The elect out of the house of Israel. Let me see what he says. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. Understanding that, because when all hell breaks loose, we're going to be calling on Yahweh Shai. We call on him now. Matter of fact, remember, and I wanted to go into that First Peter, being tried, going through something, right? What was that? First Peter. Let me see, it's locked here. First Peter was at 4:1. Here it is. For as much then has Hamashiach have suffered for us. Yahweh Shai suffered for us in the flesh. What does it say here? Arm yourselves likewise. Understanding what? That you're going to go through some stuff. You're going to be uncomfortable. Things are going to happen. Right? Arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Right? For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. Arm your mind likewise. The elect will arm their mind likewise. Yes, I'm going to catch hell. I'm going to go through something. But I got a way out. But you're going to be tested. Cut it out, Kirby. You're going to be tested. Right? So when you understand, when we go into Jeremiah 30:7, yeah, the Jeremiah 30:7 is for the day of the wicked. It's what it's for. 2/3 and the rest of these people, the heathen and them. But, the elect are going to go through things too. As you hear back in Zechariah 13:9, But we have Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, talking about them concentration camps also too, right? Let's go to the book of Revelation. That's where we're going to go. Because that's going to happen. And I was telling you about all them stores, that are closed on. What do you think they're turning them into? They're turning them into concentration camps. You got all these wicked decrees that are about to be passed. Rex 84, all kind of stuff that Esau Edom is about to do. Because remember, he has a short time. He knows his time is almost up. So this devil about to bring all kind of hell. He about to bring it all. When you go in the book of Revelation 12, verse 12, right? Matter of fact, let's go to, matter of fact, we can get that. Revelation 12, verse 12 before we get this one. This is Revelation 12, verse 12, right? And let's get that. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This is not talking about a spiritual creature. Esau's kingdom is about to fall. The Caucasian's kingdom is about to fall, the counterpart of the devil. Esau, Edom, the Idumeans, the Edomites. Yes, they call themselves white people today. And actually, they should call themselves black. That might confuse some people me saying that. What it was. I remember Elder Malcolm, I think that was Elder Malcolm who said that. They should be called black, which is evil, void of light. You know, white is pure, honest, wholesome, holy. So it's backwards. They should be called black. I don't give a damn what their skin color look like. For all the wickedness and things that they do, these Edomites, the Idumeans. And you know, and I'm gonna say that I know it sucks for my brothers that have that curse upon them, that skin color. You know, I'm not talking about them, but at the end of the day, hey, these Edomites, yeah, they gonna get it. But you know, also too, going back into the scripture, right, that this devil has a short time. This devil has a short time, so we're about to see his wrath. The children of Edom, we're about to see what they really are about. Jake about to see, right? Because this devil about to come down with some wrath, some business, right? Matter of fact, it was another scripture. Back in the Revelation, I don't want to start rambling too much, start losing my thought. Let's see, what was that? Revelation 2 and 10, right? That's where I want to go. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10, with those concentration camps and stuff, right? This is Yahweh Shai speaking. It's in the red, Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things. Now he's talking to the elect, right? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now, going back again, when it speaks of the devil, it's not speaking of a spiritual creature. When has a spiritual creature ever thrown anybody into jail? Not a never. It's always been who? It's always been an Edomite, an Idumean. They're the ones that's going to throw you into prison, throw you into jail, throw away the key. Right? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, right? And ye shall have tribulations 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Meaning what? So the elect are going to go through some things. Some of us. And Lord willing, I'm one of the hopeful elect. You know? But some of the men will go through things. Some of us will be thrown into concentration camps. Scriptures talk about some of us will be beheaded for the witness. Are we beheaded because we did something evil? No. We're just being tried. As going back to 1 Peter 4 and 1. Yahweh Shai went through it. So we arm our minds likewise. Like I said earlier, is it for every brother? No. It just be certain brothers. It's going to be certain brothers' lots to go through this. But this does not make a brother wicked. You know, just in case, you know, be in a concentration camp and everybody's looking at you like, hey, I remember you on YouTube. I remember you talking about God and blah, blah, blah. You in here with the rest of us. Well, so I'm not in here because of what things you were doing. And most likely, we ain't gonna say nothing to you anyway. We're gonna be, and at the end of the day, even Elder Manak Zakbar talked about this. He said, ain't none of us want to be in no concentration camp, but if that's our lot, it is what it is. He says not because of fear, it's because we don't want to be around y'all snotting and sniveling and crying and begging and all kind of stuff. You ain't trying to hear all that. You wasn't trying to hear the prophets. And we already know it's gonna be some smart ass mouth Jake in there, a woman or a man, most likely a woman. Your ass is in here. Woman, see, you thought you was something. Be like, yeah, you really gonna get it. At any given time, a brother can get spiritual power at that time. Don't always mean that the brother can't get out. He can be tried to a certain degree. That brother gets spiritual power. Isaiah, what is that? Is that 59 and 16, I believe? I could be wrong. When that spiritual power hit, when Yahweh Shem Yahshua lift up that standard, that brother could be tested. Yahweh Shem Yahshua say, hey, that's enough. Turn on that power. Brother lift up, fly up, and start fucking being reckless. Tear up everything in that place. Destroy everything and everybody in there that's wicked. So, we know what's coming, but we also look for those miracles. But nevertheless, brothers are going to go through it. And once again, also too, like I said earlier, hey, doesn't make a brother wicked. Some brothers, like Yahweh Shai said, you may suffer. You're going to suffer. But what did he say? To death. And he would give a crown of life. You know how beautiful that is? Going to give you a crown. And that's the ultimate test. That's beautiful. Brothers passed that. And brothers will. It's already been written. But nevertheless, it's something that has to happen. Matter of fact, let's go to another scripture, right? Let's go into the Apocrypha. I believe that's Yeah, here it is. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, right? Let's see, chapter 2. That's where I want to go. Come on. Ecclesiasticus 2. And we can begin at verse 5, I believe. It's a beautiful scriptures. This is Ecclesiasticus 2 and 5, right? It's what we're gonna get through 10. And it says, for gold is tried in the fire. Do you hear that? Tried. For gold is tried. Right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy ways aright, and trust in him. Trust in who? Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Yeah, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Right? Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? No. Prophets of old went through hell at times, caught hell, went through things, trusted in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and they were delivered out of it. Many prophets went through it. Right? And Yahweh Shem Yahshua left none of them. He helped them all. And the Lord was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Yahweh didn't despise any of them that called upon him. He's always helped the prophets, the elect. In all situations, he helped them. You know, even if some of them died. You know, matter of fact, a lot of the prophets, yeah, did die. Gruesome ways, torn apart, ripped asunder, all kind of stuff that was happening to them. Beheaded, all kind of things happened to the prophets. But see, even though those things happen, when you go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, and we're gonna get that in a bit, you'll see the beauty in it. You know, same thing going into what's his name, Stephen. When he looked up, when they were stoning him. Now, somebody may ask, you think he felt the pain? I don't think so. I think when he looked up into heaven, he seen Yahweh and Yahushua up there. It just boom, boom, spirit world. See, that's the beauty of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. When you go back to the Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, and I'm gonna read it in a minute. You know, is it may seem to everybody else that that person is like really going through it, but that person is at peace. Person might not even feel the pain. You know, and I always say this: people put limitations. You know, the wicked and the people in this world, they put limitations on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who they call God, Jesus, and everything else. They put limitations on it. They don't realize that ain't nothing to take pain from you. There ain't nothing of a blink of an eye to snatch you out of that situation. Right? Matter of fact, you know, another thing is what's going on. I was talking about too is, you know, calling up on him. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go to the book of Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 50 and 15, right? And now bear with me, Israel. Psalms chapter 50 and verse 15. And it says this: and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So when the day of trouble comes, once again, the elect will call upon who? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Going right back Ecclesiasticus, right? Has any ever called upon him and was confounded? No. Now someone may ask, well, wait a minute. What if the 2/3 know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's name? Okay. But all the wickedness you've done, all the wickedness they've done, Scripture told me they're gonna. There's false prophets out there that know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's name. And that day in the book of Matthew tells you, hey, they're gonna call on him. What do you think he's gonna tell them? I never knew you. Get away from me, you workers of iniquity. Be no answer. Now the elect are gonna be answered in a time of trouble when all hell breaks loose. 2/3 false prophets, all that will not be. They cries and all that will fall on deaf ears, man. Matter of fact, what is that? Is that Jeremiah 11:11? Matter of fact, let me see. All right, Jeremiah. You know, bear with me, Israel. I know I'm all over the place, but hey, Jeremiah 11:11. I'm just here. Oh man, here it is for the wicked. Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me. See, there will be those that they were saying Christ blessing Jesus and all this. Now all of a sudden they call Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahushua. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. That's 2/3. False prophets, all of that. Don't cry unto me, man. Nah. You wasn't trying to hear me. I ain't trying to hear you. It was hee ha ha, right? It was fun and games, right? You was teaching people bull crap, right? You was giving them a false name, right? You were saying the RFID microchip, the Revelation 13, 16, 17 was sin and sleeping with white women and an embargo and everything else that it's not. Look at all the blood upon your hands. And you think Yahushua is going to hear them? You see what it says here? Jeremiah 11 and 11, they're going to call unto him. You won't get no answer. But the elect, on the other hand, will get an answer. Now, like I said earlier, yes, some of them will be beheaded. Some of them will be thrown in a concentration camp. You're just being tried. But even if you're tried to death, he said, be faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. That's for the elect. Now, we all know that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is not a man that he should lie. We all know this. We know he's not a man that he should lie. When he say something, hey, he mean what he say. It is what it is, right? Matter of fact, since I talked about it, let's go to the wisdom, right? Bear with me, I'll get there, Israel. Beautiful scriptures. Wisdom of Solomon, right? I'll get there, bear with me. Wisdom of Solomon, what is that? 3 and 1. Let's see, come on. Here we go. We're going to start from this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1, right? But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. Right? In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Remember when the disciples were torn apart, sawed asunder, destroyed, pelt with bricks or stones? When our time, whatever Esau got in his goodie bag, his demon bag, what he gonna pull out? Right? And everybody else sees it. What does it say? In the sight of the unwise, right? They seem, right, to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Their departure, their death, their dying. And let's go further. And they're going from us to be uttered destruction, but they are in peace. They're in peace. Right? For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Hope, faith, knowing that hope for immortality. We know that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is not a man that he should lie. Right? And having been a little chastised, see that gold going through the fire. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself. Now you go back to Yahushua, right? 1 Peter 4:1. Arm your minds likewise, understanding what you're about to go through. Well, certain brothers will go through. Will be all right, right? Having, see where I am. Oh, and go back to 5. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself, right? As gold, again, here it is again. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall, this is things they're gonna get. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. His elect. Right? But, verse 10, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. 2/3. So now you see both sides of the fence. We understand what is about to take place. And we understand if we have to go to a concentration camp or whatever may happen, we're not suffering for unrighteousness. And we can be delivered out of the situations. Now, like I said earlier, this is not for every brother, but nevertheless, we're all going to be tried one way or another, And it's beautiful to see that, Yahweh Shema Shah says he cares for his elect. And the elect isn't everybody, But I'm going to say this, hope you was edified. It was just a few scriptures early morning, to go into, just saying at the end of the day, the elect will be tried. And, it's a beautiful thing. Some may not understand when I say it's a beautiful thing, but it is, But anyway, I wasn't meant for this to be very long. Hope you was edified. It was just a few scriptures. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor. It's to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash. Shalom.